the way forward. Which one did you go for?
I'm still trying to launch this. Give me a second.
Gotcha.
Alright, hello, we're back in the Path of Exile with Mr. Dried Moss. Are you still excited to play this, Moss?
The Path of Exile. Yes, I am excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been fun so far.
Okay. Did you already teleport? Let's see, I have the Dweller of the Deep, which is optional, travel to the Flooded Depths, and then travel to the Prisoner's Gate. It looks like there should be in like the same area, or no?
I traveled to the Shrouded Depths, I think it's called. And
Submerged
then,
Passage?
Yeah, sorry, the Submerged Passage, and then you think the Flooded Depths would be in the Submerged Passage, maybe?
I mean, that would make sense just by what terms of words mean, but I guess it's not necessarily a thing.
Well, it'd be nice if they said travel to the place through or via.
So there's the Mudded Flats here door,
Yep.
so you probably don't want to go through that, I suppose.
I think that might have been back out into the open map.
That's where we originally came from.
Again, this is optional if we want to not do optional, instead do main, since you're limited on time.
I mean, I should have some more time tomorrow. Just today, I had plans pre-existing. Because Monday, Tuesdays, a lot of times are days that I spend with Cheshire, so whenever they get up and are available. But the rest of the week, I don't know if I have any. Wednesday, I've got some speed dating, but the rest of the week, I don't think I have any current plans that I can think of at the moment. If you're still wanting to try to play this tomorrow.
Maybe not tomorrow, but Wednesday, Friday.
Okay. Wednesday, I probably have until 1900. So probably about 1800, so I have time to change and leave. Alright, I got Explodey Corpse one. Forgot about that. I'm trying to remember all my stuff that I have.
I played a good amount of Diablo 4, so I'm trying to get myself out of that.
Got reacquainted with what game you're playing. Oh, we got a big boy. Got unique.
He's still called a minion. Oh wait, I'm aiming at the wrong guy. He is definitely not called minion.
He's definitely not called minion.
Try to keep these small guys away.
Run away! Run away! Oh, there's another one. Or is that the same one? I don't know if there was two of them or if this is just the same one twice.
I saw a couple of things that looked just like him. 6 to 16 bow. What do I have for
Another
bow right?
enchanted dually
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah, I've got all that.
There's a trunk. There's a exit. One thing that's kind of annoying is I can swing my poison ability in the middle of the air when there's no enemy, and then it still wastes my mana. So it would kind of probably be nicer to only activate that on when I have an enemy to target.
Targeting an enemy?
Yeah, because I don't see a benefit of just rank. It's not like it procs the poison cloud or anything while I'm swinging in the middle of the air, so there's really no benefit of being able to swing that without having a enemy present.
Yeah,
There's the flooded depths.
Is this where we were supposed to go? We found it?
I believe so.
Some common sense prevailed?
Well, sense. I don't believe there's a thing as common sense really anymore.
Well, I mean, the common expectation would be the flooded depths would be
I'm so good at
in
this,
the
I
submerged
scare myself.
path.
I guess I've just lost so much
Oh my gosh, we
faith.
found it in the desert.
I guess I've lost so much faith of the average person's common knowledge that there is no common knowledge anymore, so I don't expect anyone to know anything that may make sense to me or maybe even you.
Do you think you have common sense?
I believe that I have some level of sense, yes. Common
Do you
would be,
think you
it
have
depends on what group of
common-
people we're referring to in order to say that there's
Well,
common sense.
okay, let's say this.
Like
Both
me, you, and Cheshire,
I-
sure. That to me, I would think that would be common sense. But
Okay,
to me,
so-
you, and the average regular person, no. nah, man.
Okay, current party. We
Uh-huh.
both sort of were thinking the same thing, so common between the current party.
Yeah,
Common
I'd
sense
be okay
the
with
party.
that.
Okay, so common sense would tell us, you and me, that we should find the flooded depths in a submerged path.
Sure.
So our common sense prevails.
But usually when you make that statement, there's different implications, right? Than just me. Unless that's
we'll keep
clearly
it-
stated.
Yeah, we'll just say you, me, current journey we're on.
Just the two of us.
Just
Something,
the
something,
two of us.
something.
Common sense adventurers.
When are adventurers ever practicing common sense? Let's be honest. Have you seen a Dungeons and Dragons party?
I have seen a couple of videos recently of adventure games where you walk up to the vendor and they're like, "Hi, would you like to buy some apples to save, the local village children? Oh no, you'd like to trade me,
Yes.
a pair of old boots for
Yes.
2 coins
And a
Or how
bucket and
Yeah, and a
spoons
bucket.
and
How about one gold copper for the hungry children? Oh no, you want to sell me a $500 piece of old sword? Okay, never mind."
sounds
The
like a
woes
Viva
of
La
the game.
Dirt League skit.
Well, I will say I've liked this game enough to where I've downloaded it on my Xbox to try to play it on a bigger screen.
Well, good.
Because my PC does, or at least my laptop, does get pretty warm pretty quick. I know it's supposed to. It just seems... It means it's doing the right thing. It's hot where it's supposed to do, because the heat coil is right close to the casing. So, I mean, I guess I would expect it to be hot.
Have you gotten any of those like laptop stands with the fans underneath? That way you can set it on, but it still has air pushing into it.
I have one of the lifts that allow the PC not to be sitting flat on a surface, so it's the fans that are underneath. Because it's a gaming laptop, it does have extra fans, and 2 of those fans are on the bottom, and then there's a fan that pushes it out the left and right.
Okay.
So I've got a thing that lifts it, but I didn't get anything with like an extra fan.
Yeah. Might be something you might look into. Unless you're gonna actually actively look at maybe upgrading your gaming
Maybe.
computer prowess.
It really just depends, because I'm coming up on retirement #1, and I've asked for a little bit longer to stay for a year, just waiting for that to come through, and that'll depend on if I start splurging or saving or adjusting my lifestyle.
Yeah. Well,
So we'll see.
You say retirement number one. Are you like retiring one place and then starting another job, or just have more than one job, or thinking about doing
No,
something
it'll be
else? Or?
retirement and then starting another job. But until I start another job, I probably have to like wait.
Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. Hello,
But
Draco.
if they let me stay for another year, then I'll be fine.
Right.
I mean, I have about maybe 2 years worth of savings, but I gotta see what's gonna happen if we have to move or whatnot.
Oh, that
We'll
fucker
see.
just hit me and then went back so I couldn't hit him, jerk. Hey, I watched most of your last stream and saw you were streaming Path of Exile again. How are you two liking it so far? I am liking it. We're still right at the beginning. Like, we just hit level 10. I'm sure you've probably played, I'm assuming, enough to see our quest is rather in the introduction of the game. So I haven't, we haven't experienced probably a lot of the content in the play yet. So we're still just kind of here doing basic stuff. But I am enjoying it so far because I like Diablo and Diablo 2. Diablo 2 I feel is the gold standard of these kind of games.
Interactive dweller?
So far I'm having more fun playing this than playing Diablo 4. That's
No!
for sure.
They are both equally fun in their own
they
ways.
are absolutely not
Only
equal
ways.
in any capacity, sir.
Own ways, fun in their
No.
own ways.
Hard disagree.
Fun in their own ways.
No. I would not say that Diablo 4 is fun.
It is very fun.
I would
Diablo
much
4
rather
fun.
go back and play Diablo 2 over and over and over again than play Diablo 4. Did you wanna let
It's
these
just-
crabs
I don't
free?
know if I want to. I don't know about. This seems like a fight to me.
But anyways, how would you like to share your
your
opinion on how you are liking it so far?
My opinion is that I enjoy these games now more because of Diablo 4 and all the other Diablo games. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Because of Diablo 4 or because of Diablo 1 and 2? Because this is...
Because of Diablo 1 and 2, I have decided to play all of the Diablo games, and Diablo has made me enjoy these games more. So I think for coming out around the same time as Diablo 3, this game is better than Diablo 3, I'd say. And I'm looking forward to Path of Exile 2.
Help!
I want a dodge, though. I don't have a dodge.
I've got a dodge. I got a nice look at this. I'm just teleporting around. I don't know what you're talking about. What's your problem?
Okay, me and my ranger ways.
I will read that chat in a second, Draco. We'll try not to die at the moment. The uniques are what I would think are like mini bosses. I think they're pretty good. Like, I think they're pretty cool. They have really nice mechanics. They're not boring. I like this like little events where you can decide to free them if you want. I think this has... I still feel like so far mechanically Diablo 2 is better, but once again we haven't got very far in this game, right? But graphically it looks great. It plays similar enough that I like it, and it does seem to have its own feel and play. So it's just a matter of playing it some more and getting used to this game. And I've heard that the customization and like the content in this game is crazy. So
How about that passive tree? Not skill tree. How about that passive tree?
yeah, so the passive tree, it seems like it's a thing like in the game. It seems like on initial look it may be super complicated, but since I played like Final Fantasy X and with the sphere grid and stuff, I'm just like, oh, I'll just look at this part and then I'll branch off. But we did have an argument because Moss is playing with console or controller, so he's got like the console setup, and mine says skills tree, his says passive tree. I was making the argument that this is not a skills tree because I don't see any spheres that actually give you an ability like freezing pulse or frost blink. That this is a passive tree. He's like, well, it doesn't say skill tree. Like, it absolutely says skills tree. So I was making the argument that these are skills, these are passive, so it'd be a passive tree. So that was a fun little thing last time. But you said you watched most of it, so I think you must have been there for that. No problem. Yet you're focused on not dying. I laughed at the passive versus skill tree conversation in the last stream. Okay, they typed that as I was verbally explaining it. I hadn't seen that.
They were there.
Yet. Yep.
They
so,
know.
So
I'm liking
yes.
these crabs that are coming out of the water trying to wipe at us.
Yeah, and then don't even give us... So there's, like, environmental hazards. Hello, August. Is it Polak? How are you today? And also, how are you, Draco? Thank you for coming by. It definitely helps my like motivation and interest in the game too, that people are actually coming by and interacting and chatting. This is the first game that I've really had anyone come by other than people I already knew existing, coming by streams and talking. It's a lot harder to stream on YouTube than it is on like Twitch and stuff. Smiley face, how are you guys doing? I'm doing great. I don't know why we're running around in circles. I'm just kind of following Moss while I'm reading chat because it takes less brain information.
Okay, well, let me lead you out, guys.
I'm doing great.
Stay there and chat the whole time.
I'm doing great today. Oh, hey, Ring.
Hey.
How are both of you doing? What is the experience that I have in the chat today? Last time I had Lung, who had 242 hours and said that they were still learning new things in this game. Also, what are your thoughts on the new, what is it, Challenge League, which is basically what seems to me to be equivalent of a season in other games? It seems like it was a huge amount of stuff that they were adding to the game that sounds pretty cool, that I know absolutely nothing about and have no reference for anything about it, but it seemed cool.
Oh man, I'm so
I was watching the VOD yesterday. Oh, I'm glad everyone's coming back and actually watching the video on demand. That makes me happy.
Really close to buying this fish.
I know I'm not a super great... Just buy the fish!
I want it so bad!
Look, we got people in here watching us. You should buy the fish and let them see the fish.
I bet you they'd probably recommend something else. I'm gonna wait.
Nah, I don't think you should wait. I think you should get it.
There's a long list of pets, so I'm gonna look at the whole list first.
It makes me happy that you guys are actually watching the VODs and enjoying them. I try to talk so there's not like a whole lot of dead air and try to make it somewhat interesting. If you're not into philosophical conversations, then sometimes watching my kind of gameplays probably aren't the most interesting to you, because I like to have some basically petty semantic arguments and debates, and Moss is really good for having those debates because he has a different kind of viewpoint and opinion than I do, but at least he allows me to spill my tangents and have some kind of actual rebuttal to them.
I know you're trying to follow me, but I need to look at the map.
Yeah, I'm sitting here talking. I'm just following you because it doesn't take brain power. I could just do it out of my peripherals.
We have completed the primary objective, kind sir. Please follow me on our way out to go to the other primary objectives.
Yeah, we need to travel to the Lion's Watch and travel to the Prisoner's Gate.
All right,
okay.
Let's go towards the exit.
Let me pull this down because OBS never wants to remember that setting. I was watching the VOD. You are getting soft INT'd by the guy in chat. New players should use a build guide. What is INT? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that, or I am familiar with it. My brain is just trying to do so many things that's dropping my call for that term. I've got holy. Wow, 3,970 hours into it. Well, you are definitely, I would say, a veteran in this game. But there are tons to learn and get better at. Okay, well, so basically he was giving bad advice. Ah, okay. So it wasn't necessarily trolling. He was just maybe doing something like a different term for saying things that probably isn't the best thing to leverage over new people.
You know, if there isn't somebody that's not giving bad advice, then you're not really having a challenge in the game. I would find that to be the common thing in games like Dark Souls. I don't know how many times I've been given bad advice and taken down the wrong fork. And you know what? Learning the hard way sometimes, that's an experience.
Moss is a professional troll, so he likes instigating certain scenarios and situations to...
I love being trolled myself, though. If somebody took me down a path and I just completely deleted my game, it's like, touche, kind sir.
Are we going back out to Mudded Flats, or are we?
Was that our next goal?
Well, okay. Maybe we need to teleport to the ledge and then see where the Lion's Watch is from there, because I'm assuming it would be the next question mark, right?
All right, I'm gonna go to the ledge.
Okay. So if you said that he gave bad advice, was the way that I was talking about, I was just going to play the game and kind of learn, and then at that point, then I would be able to better utilize a build or at higher level advice, because at this level, basically, it would be kind of lost on me anyways. Do you agree with that, or you disagree with that? Or do you, like, how do you feel about my response to them trying to give me recommending a build guide? Path of Exile players like seeing people's first impressions of the game. I've noticed, but you're probably going to have to remind them you actually want to learn things through playing. I believe I expressed that. I hope that I expressed that in a good and understanding way. If I didn't, then maybe I do need to make sure that I make a note or habit of doing that. I have not said anything to that effect as of yet on this stream, because I believe it was voiced that everyone was watching the video on demand. So I just assumed that that was addressed in that. If that assumption is wrong, please let me know, and I'll be happy to re-explain my position. But basically, yes, I would like to play by myself. If you would like to give advice, please ask first, because I do ask rhetorical questions, because that is how I signify to the people watching that this is my mindset and this is what I see or think is going on. And it is a rhetorical question that does not necessarily need an answer, so it's something that I myself is going to try to answer while playing the game or come to the conclusion at some point. I believe me and Moss both asked questions of how we thought the game was going to operate and how we'll feel about later, and speculated. And then we need to actually play the game to see if we can find or arrive at those kind of answers. Exactly, bad advice is the fun part. Well, I feel like I responded well to the bad advice, but obviously I don't know enough about the game. Your guys' opinions on that would be probably more impactful than mine on that case. Many people think you should start with a guide. There's enough to learn with a guide. In my opinion, as long as you don't neglect life too much to make mistakes recoverable. Yeah, and that was something that I commented, that it looks like there is an ability to like refund points and course correct your character, but at some point there's such a large passive tree that what I feel like is you might have to do like in other games where you just mess up your build and you just make a new character, right? With the foreknowledge of what you learned on the last character, if it's something that you feel like is unrecoverable. I know there's several games where I played where I started playing, then realized, oh, I done fucked up, and then had to make a new character to correct the mistakes that I made. Hey Moss, is this a speed flask? I think this Quicksilver flask. Yeah, I think this is a speed flask if you want this, so you can get increased movements.
Quicksilver flask.
Yeah, if you want to pick that up. Also, I'm full, so I'm gonna do a teleport so I can go back to town and.
Are you gonna do a teleport?
Yeah, as soon as we get a reprieve here for a second. I will be in chat here in a second.
I will protect. Okay, you can go ahead and continue to kill things.
Okay, here. All right, I'm setting up a teleport. There you go. Okay, we are in Lynodi's watch according to the teleport, so we are in the proper location. Are you gonna click on it and go, or what are you doing?
Let me look at my inventory. I'm actually good on my inventory.
You might as well pick stuff up and sell it now while we're here, just so that way it's cleared.
Fine.
Sometimes I feel like Moss's mom. Moss! You know, it's better to do this now so you don't have to worry about this problem later.
Go take out the trash, then you can go back to play. Fine, God, go shovel the snow. God darn it!
True, new players should go in blind for a better experience. Discovering stuff is the fun part. Passive refunds. Oh, hello, August. Oh yeah, okay, I did see trying to make sure I also pay attention to new people come in potentially, and I'm not just reading chat only. Passive refunds are probably the biggest point of the friction for new players just trying out the game. Yeah, and that's why a lot of new modern games, right, have gone to a format where you just have infinite refunds, or you can more affordably refund your entire thing and just start over. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is really good about that. I think Diablo 4 even lets you kind of do that. Old Republic, Star Wars Old Republic did a really good job of doing that. I don't know if Final Fantasy 14 lets you do that, but I don't know if you really have to the way that game plays.
I've already done it a couple of times in Diablo 4.
Right.
Especially with the Necromancers.
Luckily, the devs are adding new extra systems to refund your passive points. Yeah, see, I'm coming in such a late time that there might be a benefit and change by the time I get there that me as a casual player be like, oh yeah, I can play this game now and not have to worry about putting in 3,000 hours to make a new character because I messed something up. It's still an adjustment for me for this like bartering system where you actually have things that are actually useful and important to you, but then you use it trade as currency. So something we were talking about, what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game. What I like about this game specifically so far, in comparison to my references Diablo and Diablo 2, just to make that clear, I am very hard one-to-one A/B referring basically a lot of times this to Diablo 1 and 2, is that having the skill gems is cool. I think that's a really cool idea and allows you to build your character and like that customization I've heard that this game is good for. To kind of just do kind of whatever you want and have fun with it. To me, that seems kind of cool. I'm really enjoying the conceptual concept of that. Now, I'll still see what it feels like in practice, but right now, that's a cool idea, and I really, really like doing that. And I'm sure I'm hurting players that are watching. You're like, no, don't sell that, or no, don't do that. Well, it's fine. I'll learn eventually. Don't worry about it. I learn through failure. That's which is probably going to be a lot of this game. The barter and customizability of characters is what hooked me. Yeah, that sounds really cool, and I've heard a lot of that of this game, which is another reason why I was super excited to play this. Something I noticed while watching the VOD, or video on demand, characters' classes are not locked onto certain build archetypes. You can play in Merge Brute or something like that. So I believe we probably had a discussion, not knowing about this game, but about Final Fantasy X as a reference with the sphere grid. We talked about being able to go into someone else's sphere skills and basically become a hybrid or even turn into their skills. So you can be this person that looks like this or have these stats but have these abilities. I don't know how accurate that is, but that is the reference point I'm using for potential customization of this passive tree of this. And it looks like it's very more equipment heavy and skill gem heavy, as opposed to, hey, you're an assassin, so you only get these abilities. I could be wrong, but that is the general conclusion we came to, just in our initial first not knowing anything about this game. Which this is the only second time we've been in this game, so if that gives reference to our knowledgeability. On the same line, your character can also use long swords. I did see that I probably could use long swords, but I'm liking the daggers. I have gotten to where I've acknowledged that I like the kind of faster paced classes and builds. No, Moss, come through the portal, so we go right back where we were. But you have to go through first because it disappears once I go through, like in Diablo.
No!
Mass! Moose, now go through the correct entrance. That way you don't get lost or have to walk around.
Where the heck is the portal?
It's right where I'm standing.
Oh, there it is.
Like in Monster Hunter, I'm a dual blade wielder. I've noticed that even on Monster Hunter Now, which is a mobile version game of Monster Hunter, I like the dual blades. I've gotten a way where stuff that is big, clunky, and takes too long, I like the more kind of faster play. is kind of what I've been starting to slot myself into in the last couple years. I just, it's more engaging for me. It allows me more utility. I think I like the utility. I can get in and get out. I can do chip damage, less necessary threat to me. That's just kind of the kind of type of gameplay I've kind of slotted into. We have not. Did we want to go find Prisoner's Gate before we come in here, or do we just want to come in here and see what's going on?
Do we think that this is a passageway? Because it's submerged passage. Is this to,
but we never found a Lion's Watch quick travel point. Do we want to find that before we start going other places?
Let's see. What's the map look like? I thought this was the end of the trail.
Is it? See, I have that overworld map, so it doesn't show me the exit. So let me go back and look here.
There's no other way to go.
Okay, no, I think you're probably right. I was talking to Chad. My brain wasn't paying that much of attention. You're gonna have to be a guiding star while I'm actually interacting.
I'm not a guide. Nope. I've already been told that guides is not the way to go. You got to learn it on your own. You got to get lost.
Build guides, not guide. Not you as a guide. That is a whole different kind of concept, sir.
You know what? I'm just painting.
Got a unique here.
I'm enjoying filling out the map with my
Oh yes, the filling out the map we both agree is completely addicting and like hypnotizing, prancing. I'm really enjoying my Blink, Poison, Low Corpse up build. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I feel like a poison, like a assassin necromancer, sort of. Like a sub-necromancer. Let's see. Let me catch back on chat here. How did you guys find Path of Exile? I always see a lot of new players just before when new challenge leagues drop. So we've known about, or at least I have, I believe, I don't want to speak for Moss, but I believe we, as in me and Moss, have known about it for a while, especially after I exposed Moss to Diablo.
We were playing Diablo 1 and 2.
Right, because you didn't know about Diablo 1 and 2 before you started watching me stream it, right?
Yeah, I think I had gotten Diablo 3 when it released, but I never really got into it, and I didn't really give it time enough to really judge it. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but some other game probably got in the way. But yeah, I saw you streaming it, like, hey, let's play it. And again, last year ago today, I think we started playing Diablo 1, and that kind of got me back into it.
Yeah, so what happens is Moss and I have met through streaming, and then we kind of bounce in each other's stuff when they're doing it. Watch me playing Diablo because I was so disappointed with Diablo 4. I was like, I'm gonna go play a real game, a real Diablo game. And then Moss was like, hey, this looks kind of cool. I was like, well, do you want to play? And then I got Moss hooked on that. And then we played Diablo 2, and then I really got Moss hooked on that. And then he's been expanding his isometric game library. He likes Diablo 4. I am of a rough opinion of Diablo 4. And I don't even think Diablo 3 is a Diablo game. I think it's an okay game for what it is, but call it something else than Diablo. I will not acknowledge that it is a Diablo game. But I've played Diablo. I didn't play Diablo, I don't think, originally when it came out, but I played Diablo 2 when they were doing the battle chess. And then at some point, I learned Path of Exile was similar to Diablo, so I always knew of it, but I never played it, never saw anything on it, and we just got the point, especially with Diablo 2, or Diablo 4 in my opinion being an absolute failure. I was like, I want to go play a game that's like Diablo 2, but like expanding on, and so eventually I convinced Moss to try to play this with me as well. I don't know if that answers the question, but it sort of does in a roundabout way. So the Challenge League just happens to be a coincidence to happenstance as the timing of us playing this. But if you look, I already have the Diablo streams as video on demands as well. And I think we even talk about playing potentially Path of Exile in those streams as well. This is back where you came from. I think the world map hotkey is U. Okay. Oh yeah, so the submerged passage, they are correct, Moss. We are backtracking.
Say what now?
We're backtracking. We've already been here.
So does the underground passages?
It seems like everything is procedurally. Yeah, I think all the zones are procedurally generated. I made this comment last time. I don't know if you remember, but every time we like zone out and zone back in, it like refreshes. The entrance we came in is up in the northwest, so you need to go back the way you came. No, behind you. Or are you fighting?
Submerged passage, standard league, short allocation.
If you click on the quest icon under the world map, it tells you what the path to the objective. Areas reset after about 10 minutes if no one's inside. Okay, so it's not just an immediate randomization, procedure generation of the area. It's a time limit, apparently. So the way forward, find the path to the Emperor's Road and the inland forest it leads to. And then you have killed the Dweller of the Deep, talk to Tarley for a reward. Apparently I didn't do that. Oh, okay, so when you click on the quest, Moss, on the map, it shows you, it highlights the pathing that you need to go. So we need to go like 3 nodes up in order to get to the next place we need to go to.
All right, so again, I'm playing on controller. You're saying click on what?
So, whatever button you need to do to bring up the map for like where it shows the waypoints and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Okay, so world map. Okay.
If you click on the quest at the bottom of the world map, it will show you like a highlighted pathing to what node you need to go to. So when I click on the way forward, it shows a highlighted pathing between the ledge and question mark, and then that question mark between question mark, and then that question mark between question mark. But then if you click on turn your quest in, it will show a highlighted pathing down to Lion's Watch, which is, Lion's Watch is the home settlement. So I'm going to teleport, well, I don't want to waste a teleport. There's not, I'll just waste a teleport. I need to teleport and probably go turn that quest in, because until I do, I probably won't get the next, like, MSQ or something. So give me a second. Do you want to come and sell stuff while I have that portal open?
No, I have nothing in my inventory.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna go sell stuff and turn this quest in.
Hello.
I don't want to purchase items. I'm gonna sell items.
God hasn't abandoned us.
New players should just play the game for like 2 leagues to learn the mechanics before you think about endgame or builds. Can you play challenge leagues if are they not seasonal? Or are you? To me, challenge leagues seemed like they were seasonal.
You managed to
content.
kill a granddaddy crab. A pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark, and I've got one more thing to thank you for.
Yes. We do have some new people in. Hello, Battle Titan. How are you today? And hello, Magazero. I think Magazero's been in here. Yes. Chat, try not to backseat too much. That would be appreciative. I do. You know what? So I switched broadcasting programs. I do need to just make a text saying no backseating. Let me just do that right now, because part of that is on me for not having that posted. I'm doing that right now. Give me a second. It was on my other broadcasting program, but then I switched broadcasting programs. It's probably a little large. All right, there we go. Hopefully that will help with any confusions. It's probably still kind of big to me. I've been meaning to do that for a while, so that just reminds me to do it. That way it's less of an issue. Thank you everyone for coming in and watching and interacting, though. I appreciate it. Yes, you can play challenge leagues to challenge rewards, which are free MXT. I don't know what MXT is. Challenge leagues are like Diablo seasons. It's where most people play and has the newest content. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, is there even backseating in Path of Exile? Yes. Yes, there is. Absolutely. That is a definite absolute yes, there is. Especially for a player like me that likes to learn through my experience. Part of the fun for me, again, that I've learned that this has been a problem for me, is there's so much like guides and videos and stuff on games, and people will come in, like when I was playing Sekiro, for an example, and they come in with future knowledge, and I understand you want to help. You'd be like, oh no, you need to do this, or I was just doing this, and I find myself wanting to do that when I watch other people play the same game as well. But my enjoyment from a game is a lot of times having a question of, you know, what is this, how does this work, whatever, and then fulfilling the answer myself. So there definitely is a backseating. So far, it hasn't been so much of an issue with everyone chatting in right now, but if you ask, hey, do you want to know this, is probably a better way to approach that. That way I can be like, yeah, I do want to know that, or I don't want to know that. And then that way, if I say yes, and then you give me an answer, the fault is on me, not on the person coming in and watching and chatting. Because then it's my fault because I said yes. And then I will deal with myself, if that makes it a little bit more clear. The Challenge League that starts on Friday has some new features that they're testing, including easier respec options. I'm glad for that because I am a casual player, so I would very much appreciate that.
You're not a casual player. That's such a lie. Don't listen to him. He's not casual. He's so like focused. You know what? You're not a casual player at all. I'm a casual player. I play Baldur's Gate 3 casually. I haven't even gotten off the beach yet. You dedicate yourself. You dedicate. Come on now. You finish games.
You're such a troll.
I dabble in games.
Ross, you're such a troll.
You need a different title.
You're such a troll.
Not casual at all.
Hello, Ole. Hint tried to sell identified and unidentified items. Well, see, now we're getting into the whole... See, that I would consider potentially a backseating. I play the game enough now, and that's kind of a common thing anyways. I'm not going to necessarily count that, but we're starting to get on that line of... You're trying to express how to play the game. Once you finish all the acts, the game has your soul forever. I believe that. I'm kind of scared. That was one of the contentions about maybe starting this game, was like, if I start this, am I ever going to have a life or play anything ever again? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not going to go to work today so I can play Path of Exile. Because I totally believe there's people that's happened to. Luckily, we're still in the start, so I haven't hit that gravity point yet. I mean, it depends. I finished 40/40 challenges in like 2 or 3 weeks of League launch. I don't have a reference to what that means. But you don't need to tell me either.
The Class rejects the dead. The black spirit of storm and dream now reaches into the ground and raises up our slain imperial foes. It leads the fallen from their graves and drives them to fight us beyond the end, rotted tooth and jagged nail. Our own remembered have joined their cursed ranks. No longer may we give our beloved to the birds, messengers of spirit to the sky, conveyors of flesh to the earth. Calm has commanded us to destroy our remembered with axe and fire. Calm is the bravest of us, willing to bear the ire of the ancestors for the survival of his people.
That's something I like in this game as well, is the attempt of kind of being like Diablo 1 and 2, where they're trying to tell story through environment and not just shoving cutscenes down your throat all the time like Diablo 4. Like, Diablo 4 doesn't feel like the same kind of mechanical Diablo game as 1 and 2, because they're trying to make it more cinematic and so cool and, oh, gotta have the best. No, just, your game was good before. I don't understand why you can't just continue to do that. So I definitely appreciate this.
It's not enough Lilith.
Well, Moss is a heavy simp for Lilith, which I don't know why. I don't like her. I think she's a terrible bad guy or villain. Like, I don't like the concept. I don't like the execution. I think Lilith was a huge flop, in my opinion. Let's see. That "we have your soul" thing is even a quote from the devs. I believe that. I can't wait to. Okay, so the one thing I do know about this game, right, is Asmongold was talking about it in comparison to Diablo 4 and the new DLC that's coming out for the Spiritborn stuff. And he showed the first boss in this game, and that looked hella cool. It looked so good. It looked cool. That is the one thing I do know about this game, and I am so excited for like the bosses of this, because it looked really cool and fun and engaging. And since I played Sekiro, and I've been playing Elden Ring with my romantic partner, or girlfriend, however you want to say it, Cheshire Smoke, who is also a streamer, but she hasn't had the opportunity to stream lately. I appreciate games that are more in line with some kind of difficulty that I would not have really enjoyed before. I think your stream mentioned the scroll being too slow for you. I think you can use the scroll wheel to manually scroll. Scroll what? What is the reference to that? Oh, sorry, Moss, I finally caught up to you. You went ahead and I was running back. Oh, we got another unique totem. Oh, I'm about dead. Ow, ow, ow. I hurt. I don't feel good. Moss, I'm sick.
Step shoot. You taught me that.
I'm just gonna blow a bunch of corpses up. How about that? Hey, look, I just mined the field. Yeah, but this thing's stationary. Like, what step attack is there really?
Step away from its lightning.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and face tank it.
Okay, play it like Diablo.
My shield is protecting me, Moss. Stay on target. There we go. Got it. All right, here. Let me go over here. What blue stuff do you want? I've got a staff. I've got a chest here. You want this chest piece? I got some claws. I don't think you use claws though, do you?
No, just bows and arrows.
Do you want this chain belt? Actually, let me see if I want this chain belt.
I have my plus 33 heavy belt. Plus 33 to strength.
Okay, yeah. So I'll take this then. Okay, so
hey, I have this chest plate with armor 76 and requires 25 strength, but I don't know what it is. Can you help me with that, Shell? It says I need to identify it.
I can, but I'm not going to.
I don't think it's a chest plate though.
I can, but I choose not to.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I can't identify how I wear this. What is this? I think it goes on my feet.
Do you need a scroll wisdom? I've got 12.
I have 0.
Okay, throw it back. I'll identify it, and then I'll throw it back. Because I've been selling my stuff that you never go back to town and do.
Why do we even need identify scrolls?
I don't even need you. Did you want to throw that on the ground so I can identify it for you?
Fine.
I mean, otherwise you can just not wear it. Also, I don't know how people watching now, if you watch the video on demand, if you thought it was hilarious about our identification of items little spew tangent, because I thought it was hilarious. I had fun talking about it, but I don't know how everyone else feels about that. Just wait till you get to a cinematic. Yeah, so if it's gonna be like Diablo 1 and 2, where like the gameplay tells you environmental storytelling and then has like a major cutscene after each act or something, I'm totally fine with that. I thought that was a good formula. Instead of like Metal Gear Solid 4, where it's more cutscene as it is gameplay.
I love cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid.
I wish this game had more and cooler cinematics. I have no reference to that, so I can't comment on that yet.
I want cinematics.
My favorite part of the game is the endgame builds and blasting the endgame maps and enemies, obliterating groups of enemies and farming. Like, so that I'm fine with. Like, if you learn to build up your character and you customize it, and then you get stronger by knowing what you're doing and playing the game. But the thing is these mobs don't feel like trash mobs to me. They feel more like Diablo 1 and 2, where they actually have a threat. And if you get a big old group like this, it's gonna be a bad thing. I appreciate that, not like having trash mobs in like Diablo 4 and Lost Ark and a lot of these new games where there's like no real threat to doing anything. So I appreciate that. But being able to ramp yourself up to that kind of power where you can mow through stuff, that's cool. Plus, Lost Ark had trash mobs, but their classes were really fun to play. My problem there was that they physically inhibited it by putting in real-time gates. And being a casual player, I wanted to crank through and play for 8-10 hours a day on it, but it just physically wouldn't let me. And I was just like, all right, well, I guess I like playing this game. It's super fun. I really want to continue playing it, but they're physically restricted me from doing it. So sadly and unfortunately I had to drop playing Lost Ark. I really did enjoy playing Lost Ark.
The climb. Can you define casual?
Sorry to scroll through the dialogue passage. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I appreciate. See, that's helpful. That's not necessarily backseat gaming, because that is like a UI or like quality of life type of engagement, and that is something that I did want to know, that I think I very much was expressing.
What do you think?
So I appreciate that.
North or south?
I'm reading, so I'm just following you.
I'm gonna go north. Just that's the cardinal direction based on the map. Oh, maybe.
Reading active chat. You just pass a bunch of chests, sir. Actively reading chat while playing. Definitely is up towards the limits of my brain capacity, so being able to follow you helps. Do you want that yellow item?
What is it? I don't know what it is. It says it's a superior shabby jerkin, but I can't identify it.
It's a chest piece. Looks like it has an evasion rating of 30 and a quality of +5.
I don't believe it. It can't
I don't
identify
know.
it.
I don't think it's worth identifying from the look of the quality of it.
Sorry, I'm just filling out the map. If you're following me, maybe
I am following you. I need to fill it out anyways. Or I would like to fill it out anyways.
So these areas that we're in are not procedurally generated. It's the tombs and dungeons that are procedurally generated?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Would you like to know? Should I ask chat for the answer to that question?
I would like to know, because if I'm working on filling out a dungeon and then there's no need, it's not going to be the
dude, look at this cool, these enemies with the freaking like wheels, like from a wagon. That's cool. I like the variety and the difference of the enemies in this game too. They do a really good job with that. All right, I need to try the chat, and then I'm gonna listen to this weathered carbon. Let's see. I think they may have added ability to bind using a portal scroll from your inventory in the options somewhere. I don't know what that means. Is that like putting it like a skill bar and then be able to use it and have to right clicking it or something? So use it as like ability? Is that what you're referring to? I don't care about identify. You get thousands of scrolls. This game, you have the cinematic. Oh, the cinematic. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing what that is. Don't tell me what it is, obviously. Do you need a tip on how to get scrolls of ID? My understanding. Hello, Ole. I don't know if I've seen you yet, so hello. Nice to have you here. Appreciate you coming in and chatting. I just sell stuff. Moss, would you like to know how to get scrolls of ID or identification?
Oh yeah, like the scroll thing doesn't really bother me. It's just silly amongst both.
He likes to just say stuff to get people riled up.
I'm just being.
He likes to be humorous, and sometimes he thinks.
I don't. It's probably not that funny. It's
I know. Sometimes you can be funny.
Things.
I mean, I come in your streams
thing.
because I actually want to watch it.
It's a parody. It's like, oh my gosh, a chest plate. I think I can wear it on my chest, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's unidentifiable.
With the amount of people coming in, Moss, if you could find a way to stream too, I think that would probably be good for you.
It would work on.
It would blow up your laptop.
Yep, it would blow it up.
Everything is procedurally generated. The area changes once you leave the area after 7 minutes. They reset to a new instance. The zones are not procedurally generated. Every zone has like 4 map layouts you can get at a random at every time you enter. So
Really?
there are rules to generation, so the doors are often in similar places. Experienced players recognize where everything is. So they're they're not procedurally generated, but it sounds like they're grabbed from a loot pool of already designed maps. And then the key features such as exit doors and entrance doors and maybe waypoints are anchored in similar locations. That's what it sounds like to me.
So they're puzzle pieces that are put together.
Well,
just laid out
they're just
differently.
already done puzzles that you just, what you do, roll 1 through 4 to see which one you get, is what it sounds like.
Okay.
So that's why I say loot table. So it's like...
There's a Legion encounter up here.
All right, let me do this weather and carving and I'll catch up to you. Give me a second to listen to this.
The black spirit infects living flesh and bone. The animals suffered first. Their bodies changed, their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct. Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm greeted us this day. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm was buried this day. Even our children are not spared the Black Spirit's touch. What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Calm. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
Okay. It's procedurally generated around a few acre points. It's procedurally with rules. All right. So it is procedurally generated, but it's kind of like they have specific things coded to build the map around, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll do some more research on it. I was just curious if it was No Man's Sky procedural, and then it's always the same after, or it's always randomly laid out, or if it's like
in Diablo 1 and Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure those are like procedure. Hey, did you get the waypoint over here?
I have not seen a waypoint yet.
I
but
got
I'll
one
come
over
toward
here
it.
down, yeah, where I'm at. I am going to go back to town while we have the waypoint.
Got it.
Also, once again, I would like to say I appreciate everyone coming in and chatting. It makes it, I mean, that's why I stream, is to share my experience with other people. It also makes the stream more enjoyable to watch, having the interaction stuff.
Goodbye.
So it makes it where anyone else comes to watch the video on demand more enjoyable for them as well. So I definitely appreciate it.
Does YouTube replays have the chat in them?
I have it set to have them on, yes. Whether it actually works properly or not, I can't attest to that. But I do have live chat replay enabled. That way, I have it on my stream where the questions and chat shows up on the stream. That way, if that doesn't happen, people can still see the reference of the questions. And I also tried to read out the questions. That way, if someone's listening, they kind of have a little bit better idea of what's going on.
So you have an overlay that gets captured.
Yeah, I have stream elements capturing or displaying the chat on my actual physical stream.
Gotcha.
So on the video demand, even if the YouTube doesn't do the chat, it will actually be in the stream. And then I also read the questions. So I have like so if someone's listening to it and not necessarily watching it, they have a little bit more reference and an idea what's going on. I tried to make watching the stream, or the video on demand, not even just the stream, the video on, and the stream when people come in and can't physically watch. I try to be accommodating and try to be a little bit as thoughtful as I can be. So when you're in town, try to sell 1 orb of transmute. Well, isn't there like it looks like there is how would you say it? There's some kind of like tier system where 7 something or other gets you an orb of transmute. I think is it 7 scrolls of wisdom get you an orb of transmute, and then a transmute, if you go to do or sell something like that, gives you a different piece. And it's one of those like, so many of these equals this, and then so many of these equal this, and then so many of these equals this. That's what I've seemed to have noticed, at least so far. Whether that's correct or not, I don't And just that's what my experience. Lava, fiery orb that deals area damage as it hits the ground. The skill change bouncing forward to deal damage to multiple types. Moss, or do you want this? This sounds like a skill thing that you might want.
Trying to figure out how to socket things.
You are getting kind of ahead of me. You should just be able to, well, you're on controller, but if you can pick it up and drag it into the item, that's what I've been doing for socketing. And then it's right click to remove the socket, and then you can put it in your inventory or put it in another piece.
I don't know, maybe you'll like this. Here, you take it, because I can't socket it.
Oh, I
into
like me some
anything.
flame walls here. Do you want this rolling magma?
Magma.
Creates a wall of fire for a duration, which deals burning damage to everything in its area. Each enemy that enters the wall also receives a secondary burning debuff, which persists for a short duration after leaving the wall. Any projectiles fired through the wall by you and allies deal added fire damage and apply a wall's secondary debuff hit. So Moss, I could do a flame wall, you could shoot your arrow through it, and then it would be a fire arrow. That's cool. Shit like that, that's cool. I love that. We need more games with stuff like that. That is awesome. Also, if anyone's ever seen, I know no one here has, but in Baldur's Gate and stuff, games like that, love me some firewall. Oh wow, the animation on that looks really nice too. It doesn't last very long though.
So how do you know where, because I put it on gloves.
Hey, do you want to
How
come
do I
over here to
know
this
what-
purple crystal while you're talking?
Maybe.
Combo them, yes. That hopefully Moss will see my firewalls and be able to combo them.
You know the rolling droids in Star Wars?
The
That's what
droidicas?
Ranger Moon- Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of does kind of remind me. Your freezing pulse can also light on fire by passing through the wall, I think.
Okay, so I have this socket called...
Oh, that's
Magma.
interesting. I can
How
light
do
my
I trigger
pulse
it?
on fire. Okay, what was your question, Moss?
I have a rolling magma
Uh-huh.
gem that I've socketed into my gloves.
Okay.
How do I...
So on mine, on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you have your abilities. So my left click is the default attack. My middle scroll click is detonate dead. My right click is a Viper strike. So you might have like right trigger, left trigger, bumper, or something like that. And then my Q is freezing pulse. My W is flame wall. There you go.
Ah, okay, cool.
And you can click on each one of those and you can change the skills around that fits you better. So like I have detonate dead on my scroll click because I don't really use it as much. Blink and my freezing pulse are frequent, so I put those on fingers that are more comfortable for me to hit. So you can find a layout or priority that works better for you. Now for me to do it, I just click in the empty or the already existing icon for the ability, and a menu will come up, and then you click on the ability that you want to actually be slotted there.
I'm gonna check my passives real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, so for me, again, I'm playing on PC. If those are watching in the VOD, I'm playing on PC, but using a controller, so my interface is slightly different than Shale's. So
You
for
got
me,
the console interface.
I have the left-right trigger pull, which changes my X, Y, B, A input.
Here we go, Legion. Okay, Legions apparently are something of significance. Timeless Monolith. Interact to begin Legion encounter. You can change the skill buttons if you have a 5-button mouse. You can change the Q, W, E, R, T to mouse buttons. I think it's just more comfortable for him to play on the controller. I think that's why he switched over to that preference.
Yeah, my eye coordination is geared towards console. I didn't really start playing PC games until playing with Shale. Maybe I'll get there.
Also, most of the time when a quest rewards gems, there is an eye in the circle icon. Clicking it usually shows a demo video. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So there's preview videos of the skill and ability too, Moss, so you can see it before you equip it. I know this works for every quest rewards at least. That's good to know. That is something that I may or may not have seen, so that is helpful. Okay, are you ready to start this, or are you still looking at stuff?
No, my passive skills are updated.
Okay. So if you see a wall of fire, you can shoot through it, and it will... Oh my god, what the hell is this?
What?
It looks like it starts in 30 seconds. I want to run to a corner so I don't just am in the middle of this and get
hell
fucked.
is going on?
I don't know, but I don't like it, boss. Can we find a choke point or something here? Oh my god, they're just everywhere. Here we go, choke point. Okay, cool. We have an end point.
We are going to die.
Oh, we are absolutely gonna die.
What
4,
is
3,
this?
2. It's Legion. All right, get him, Moss. Oh wait.
Wow, that was hard. Woohoo! We did it! Yay!
We
That
are
was
so
amazing.
good at this game.
Was that your wall of fire?
Yeah,
Did
we just wiped it all
I
out.
think we left the. What the hell just happened?
I think we just were supposed to beat on them until we could. We had 30 seconds to probably just beat the hell out of them as much as we can, and then we probably broke them out. Then they attacked, but so the impression. Okay, so this is why it's fun watching new people, right? My impression of that was, oh, we're totally gonna get fucked because in 30 seconds, all of those are gonna unfreeze, and we're just gonna get we're gonna get engulfed. We're gonna get so screwed. That does not seem to be the case. It seems that we just have 30 seconds to try to do as much damage and kill as many things as possible. It's more of a like.
So we just ran around doing nothing.
Yep. So we just completely wasted that Legion, and we probably that probably gives better rewards or something, and we just completely jacked it. Well,
okay.
you know, that's
right,
we
lesson
learn.
learned.
You learn while you play. Oh, Moss, did you see that the wheel guys are at the top of these pikes too? See,
that's where
details
they-
like that
that's
is
where
just
they're on vacation.
cool. They're
That's
on
when
vacation.
they leave on vacation. Yeah, that's where they go.
Let's see. Kill the monsters before the time runs out. See, Titan, that would be backseating. That is stuff that I don't want because we'll learn. We figured it out. I didn't.
Well, it's after the fact now. He's
Well,
saying
I don't
things
know
after
if it was
the
after the fact while the action section though. And even if it was, that's
Oh,
still
here they
to
are.
me that's backseating. Oh, we got a unique goat.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Burn him, get him. Does the wall of fire hurt me? I need to test it. Okay, cool. It doesn't affect me. Sweet. I can just stand in it. But Titan, we will figure it out. We will learn. If it's something that we need to know, I will deliberately ask. I will say, chat, what is the answer to this question? Alright, what do you want out of that loot?
all.
Face,
wait.
emote face. I don't think
So-
even the most experienced player know about the demos. LOL.
Hey, you were saying that you could
LOL.
scroll through multiple. See, so for me right now, all these items are stacked, but my selection is all the way at the bottom.
That is not how it is for me. For me,
You
it
can
is.
scroll?
For me, they are like so.
Oh,
I don't know
have to
about on
walk
the
through
ground because I turned that item on where the names come up. All the names are in vertical sequence from top to bottom, and on a mouse, I can just go specifically click which one I want. I don't know if you turn that option setting on where the names show up or not.
No, I figured it. I just have to walk through.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna need to sell some shizer, and then I do have my own portal scroll, so I'll make one and go back to town real quick.
There's a port scroll right there on the ground.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have one of my own. I'm just gonna make one, then I'll pick the rest up. There, fine. I'll pick up one.
I mean, you could just pick it up and use that.
I know. What I'm saying is I already had some.
Okay. I don't have anything, so I'll pick up the junk, and then I'll wait for you to go through the blue items that you want, and then I will select some stuff. You have to kill the monsters before the time runs out, and then they spawn. Yeah, we got there. Yes, spot on. You need to break them free and then fight. See, that's okay. Like, if we say something and then you're like, hey, you're on the right track, wrong track is probably better than... I mean, we did figure this one out, so that one's irrelevant. But I kind of hot or cold system is probably okay. At the waypoint from town, you can control-click the waypoint here to reset this zone if you want to try it again. Oh, okay. I think the Legion is guaranteed. Okay, so Moss, do you want to try to do that sequence again? Because apparently if you control-click the waypoint, it resets the zone. That's actually good to know. We could, because otherwise I would have just, you know, been like, hey,
Hello.
you want to wait 7 minutes and then try again and see if it spawns again? Eroded blade.
I'm okay going back through it again. I'm not
Okay.
opposed. But
I've
your
got
choice.
I've got a 62 armor chest piece if you want that. Do you want that?
Here, let me change my health, and then I'll be right with you.
So, if you sell an orb of transmutation, you get 4 scrolls of wisdom, which are the identification. Which makes sense because something in here needed just wisdom scrolls to buy. Oh, it's portal scrolls. So it's 7. So you can spend 7 portal scrolls to buy an orb of transmutation. Then you can sell the orb of transmutation to get 4 wisdom scrolls. And then you can use orbs of augment to buy an orb of alteration, and then you can probably sell the alteration to get something, probably portal scrolls. So you can sell a portal scroll to get a scroll of wisdom as well. Okay, it seems like the base currency is just orbs of wisdom. That was a I don't. Okay. Well, chromatic orb doesn't give me anything special. Okay, so it's basically like scrolls of wisdom, or seem to be the base barter currency. Also, I found out that shift click is to split stacks. That was a thing. I was trying to figure out how to do that last time we played. Did you say you did or didn't want this, Moss?
I'm sorry, I'm still going through some of these. Let me clean up my inventory here.
Ooh, grades 6 life per enemy hit.
Alright.
That sounds kind of nice, but it's strength-based. I'm not a strength-based.
Sorry, what were you
character.
saying that you wanted to... What type of gear?
So I have a chest piece.
Chest piece, okay.
That is strength-based. It has 62 armor and 62 evasion rating. I didn't know if you wanted that.
I've got a armor 78.
Okay, so
and I've
no.
got some
Hello.
resistance and quality stuff that I want to keep.
Okay.
So no to that one. Anything
Answer
else?
be no. I don't want it.
Anything else over there?
Goodbye.
I haven't picked up the magic stuff. I was just crashing junk
Alright,
stuff. I was waiting for you to go through the magic
head back.
stuff. Adds 1 to 4 physical damage to attacks. +1 maximum energy shield. Regeneration life. Oh, that was your portal. I forgot. I didn't do the portal this time. I should have went first.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. You can just pick up the blue stuff and bring it back to town if you want to do another portal. I've got a portal scroll I can give you, if you need it.
About those teleport scrolls.
Do you not have
Yeah.
one? Okay. Well, is the waypoint near you? Yeah, it's not too far.
No. I mean, maybe I could push forward a little bit. Maybe we've almost reached the end and I can open one
No,
up.
the waypoint is just south of... Or wait, no, I guess we were in a different area? Wait, now I'm confused. Isn't this... No, the Legion was right here. Where are you? Oh, no. Yeah, no, the waypoint's just south, Moss.
Oh, is it? Okay. Wait. Maybe I didn't click one. If you popped up that close,
Yeah.
did I not trigger one?
Did you pick up all the blue stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything interesting that I might want?
I've got an unidentified wool shoes with energy shield 6. Evasion rating 98.
Here, just trade
strap
me.
leather.
Just trade me, and then I could probably just see them. It'd probably be faster for me just to look at them. Oh, just trade me. That way you can just instead of throwing it on the ground.
Yeah. That's a new thing to learn, I guess.
Well, we traded before.
Yeah, but I clicked on you before. I'm trying to figure out how I do it with the controller.
All NPC currency trades are horribly inefficient. Yeah, I mean, that's by design, right? They're just as a stopgap if you're desperate. Yeah, prices are not player favored, but at the start, if you ID a lot of items, scrolls run out fast. Yes, I mean in Diablo that was a thing until you start getting gold. Are you trying to? I'm
trying to find out how on controller I
So
select you.
I have
trade.
to right-click your portrait to go to trade. I don't know how console's going to do that.
God damn it.
Also, all NPC shops gear resets whenever you level up. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Click the blue icon on the party list at the top left. There
Yeah,
we
for
go.
me, I have to press the pause button.
Oh, we have to go like into the menu, start menu.
Yeah.
That teleports you to that party member. Oh, it teleports you to. Oh, okay. Wonder how to accept trades as a controller player. Let's see. Well, you don't have to accept a trade. I just wanted to see if there was anything I wanted. You can have it and sell it. That's fine. I want this strapped leather. You can keep the other two.
Okay.
So, Moss, apparently... Are you sure you want to teleport to this player's location? Oh, that's nice. So, on the portrait, for me, there is a blue little spiral circle icon in the bottom left of my character portrait, or your character portrait. If you click that, it will actually teleport us to each other. So that's good to know. So will help on
So one of us can stay behind.
teleport scrolls, yeah.
If we don't have the teleport. You wanted what? The
The
strap leather?
Yeah, the chest piece. Ooh, I don't have another blue. Oh, I don't know if I can equip this yet. I may not. Well, I don't know. I don't have enough. I don't have enough blue to... Oh well. I'll have to just keep this for now, I guess. Did you go... Are you looking for... Well, do you want to do this Legion event before you push forward for another area? So we could... Because the waypoint's down here. And it's next to where the Legion event probably should be. You have 3 crones if you want to gamble for a blue socket. I don't know anything about that yet. So I'll probably figure that out at some point. So don't tell me. I'll get to that at some point. This game seems to have a pretty good help tutorial set. I just need to go through and start reading some of these at some point. Right to your right, or east.
Can we go on here
I need
and
more pockets.
reset the...
Yeah, so let's go home, and then if you control click it, it's supposed to like reset it or something.
What little help I can... While we live, we are blessed.
Okay, are you doing stuff while you're here, or have you tried control clicking it?
No, I'm trying to...
So I control clicked it, but it didn't seem to... Maybe you have to control click... Oh, if you can control click the blue point itself, an instance manager pops up. You're about to enter the climb. Choose an instance to enter below. This option will put you in a new instance of the climb. Instances stay open for 8... Oh, there we go. Stay open for 8 to 15 minutes.
And I'm dead.
Why are you dead?
Because I took a lot of damage.
Where are you? Did you reset the instance?
I'm in the way forward.
I'm right by the waypoint. I don't see you.
And it's much crazier here.
I don't see you. Where did you... Did it put me in a separate instance from you?
That might have been what happened. I'm just trying to run away to survive.
Alright, I teleported to you. I don't see you on my map.
You're north of me. Oh, crap.
North of you.
I'm south of you, you're north. There's a little arrow on the mini-map.
Yeah, I have the expanded map. Oh, there, I see you. I don't get arrows.
Yeah, the arrows only are when you're at the smaller version.
There definitely does seem to be a lot more here. Holy crap. Maybe it's just because we didn't have a chance to, like, pick through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just put us right at the...
Just right in the middle, the epicenter, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let me catch up on chat real quick. It's just an item in the inventory. The help panel actually is a banger. Usually amazing tutorials. Yeah, it looked like it was pretty well explained. And I like the little, like, preview video thing that it showed up last time I was playing. That was cool. There should be a section called vendor recipes or something like that. That is fantastic for leveling. Okay, I'll have to try to figure that out at some point. Don't give me the answer. You can control-click the waypoint blob in the map, for instance. Hello, Shallowmancer. How are you today? I think we got it figured out. Wasn't the Legion up north? Oh, don't die. Are you using your potions?
Yeah. No, I just decided to die all the time. Yes, I use my potions.
Look, you know, you might. I don't know.
You know,
you don't always play the same as I do.
You're right. I was not paying attention to potions, and I was just like, attack stuff, attack stuff, attack. Oh, I need to heal.
There you go. I got a wall fire going. I love walls of fire, especially since I can stand in it. Chef's kiss. I also seem to be running out of less mana issues, which is really helpful. I think my regen is finally getting up to where I can do stuff.
Just need a moment.
Last stream I was having a huge mana problem.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point in Diablo 4 where my mana regens really fast. See, that Legion thing is gone.
Oh, yeah, the Legion thing, it seems to be toasted, guys. And we reset the map, I believe.
Unless this is not it.
No, that's it. That's how it looked like after we had clicked on it.
I'm sure there will be more.
Doing good. Just found your channel first time. Well, appreciate you being here. There is a no backseating. I finally put a text up on the stream. So just be aware of that. If you want to share information that you are questionably backseating or not, just ask. Be like, hey, do you want to know this? And I will tell you yes or no. And then that puts the accountability and responsibility on me, not you. That way we both can enjoy each other's company and time.
I'm sure everybody's seen Star Wars Episode 4. If not, spoiler, spoiler. It would be like saying, do you want to know that Vader is Luke's father? That might not be the right way to ask the question.
Yeah, that in itself would be the answer to the question, right? It seems that it's only once per character. Ah, okay. So if we're in a party and we both experience it, if like one of us backed out and got back in the game, would that reset for the other character? Or since we both experienced it at the same time, it still counts as the, hey, there's a medium flax, grab that. Medium light flask.
I've got a medium, I've got a superior medium life fast.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all yours.
Fancy, huh?
You can sell it and feel proud. Got the fawn big guy here. Again, I don't know what to call him yet.
He's the. Well, what is that race called? That pan and stuff is.
Minotaur?
No, it's not a Minotaur. It's Satyr. Well, it's Satyrs with the pipes. I'm trying to remember what specifically like the goat race is called. Oh, I'm gonna die. I died because I was out of potions because I re-equipped stuff. Whoops.
Move and shoot. You gotta dodge.
I was doing other things, okay? I was busy.
You taught me this, Shale.
I know! I get that, but I wasn't paying attention to the game.
The student has surpassed the master.
I don't know if I would say that.
It's alright, he's down. Can I resurrect you? Oh my god,
No,
I
well-
just standing in his fire.
Yeah, I heard the scream.
Here I am talking shit.
Yep, you did the same thing I did. The student has not surpassed the master.
Just need a moment to
Get
catch
for
my
talking
breath.
shit.
And by the way, for anyone watching, by master, we don't mean master of Path of Exile. We not mean master of like Diablo 1 and 2, which I am not, but in comparison to Moss, he likes to make that joke. Hi, Moss. How's your dead body?
Can you see your dead body? No,
I was
it doesn't leave
being
a-
facetious. It seems like it's only guaranteed the first showcase mechanic. Ah, damn. That's unfortunate.
What
That's
was
okay,
the
we learned.
race
We learned the
alien?
hard way. What, Moss?
The race of aliens in Mass Effect that could not have an expression, like the L core or something like that, the big...
Yeah, I think it's something like the Elcor. Yeah.
They would say, with an expression of total sorrow. And then they'd say it because they'd have to talk about, I need you to express your facetious, in a facetious tone, and then say what you're going to say. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Are you going to start doing that? Because at least I put inflections and stuff when I do it, where you say it in the same tone you normally talk, so it's much harder to distinguish.
No, I don't.
You absolutely do. Unless you're just
If
being
you want-
over-the-top facetious, typically that is because you're just
You
generally
want
sarcastic.
a jade, copper, two-handed mace.
I'm going to
I guess
sell
you
it.
could-
So yeah. I don't watch Star Wars. No, that's fine. It is. It is. Probably made a one-time thing for experienced players. Couldn't have used it with zone restarts. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yo, Moss, don't spoil it. Yeah, Moss. Jeez.
I gave a spoiler warning. I would not have been
Everyone just mute your stream.
Oh, hello.
That was a past reference. I'm not saying do that now. Let's see. I noticed the fawn uses tectonic slam. Yeah, they looked cool.
I found the lower prison
Satire.
gate. Should we go
That is
in?
where we're supposed to go.
Okay, I'll wait outside and guard the prisoner gate lower entrance.
Okay, cool. That
So
gives
we
me
know
time
what's
to
coming
catch up
out of
on
that.
chat then. Satire. You mean a goatmen? Yeah, goatmen would work. I don't know if that was the word I was looking for, but goatmen would work. D&D, don't call it goatmen. Now it's gonna bug me. Now I need to look it up. Let's see what you guys did.
Yep, I was just about to grab my
What?
cell phone. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna look this
What
up.
is a race of half human, half goat called? Oh, it is Satyr.
Chief.
I was right.
Called
It is a
Chief.
Satyr.
Half human, half goat is a chief in the
It's
Navy.
a satyr. Satyr were natural spirits in ancient Greek mythology. They were depicted as wild, animalistic creatures that were half goat, half man. So I was right. It is a satyr. I just thought the satyr were specifically the one with like where they could summon things with a flute, but I think that must be something else. I fairly remember the first time going through this, and I think it was amazing to see people so confused about everything. I like to think I'm doing a pretty good job going through this and figuring stuff out, parsing information. I have no reference to whether that's true or not, but I like to think I'm doing an okay
Theophilus
job.
prison's a child's playhouse compared to this.
Oh,
They
Moss.
sure don't make them like they used to.
Moss, this is like a better visual graphical
Oh, wow.
updated version of the like Diablo dungeons. This is nice. This looks
Yeah, I like
really
that.
nice.
I like that top shadow.
Yeah, this. Oh, waypoint. This is good. This is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna run back to town real quick while we got the waypoint. Standard issue practice. Always go back to
The tale
town.
of Brutus was a popular one in the schools
Yep.
of Theopolis, taught in the hopes of deterring students from ambitions not condoned by the Templar. Brutus was warden of Axiom Prison and one of the most feared men in the Eternal Empire. But there the histories end, and the myth begins, with Brutus commissioning a witch to transform him in a mad attempt at immortality. A moment of hubris that didn't end well for anyone. If it's true, then Brutus has my pity. Some of us pay too dearly for our mistakes. Yet if you insist on learning from your own mistakes, then please, take one of these.
Please take one of these. Alright, I'm looking for the, like, icon. What is this? Some sockets are linked together. Support gems placed in these sockets modify the properties of the skill gems that they're in the same group. Yeah, I kinda figured that out. It's just nice to have the text explanation. I'm not seeing the eye information icon that someone was talking about earlier to give a preview of the skill. Maybe because these are supported items, so they don't have a preview because they're basically like a stat. Help. Okay, I probably should read these. A Brutus. Scared emote face. Supported skills have 21% attack speed. Attack speed's always nice. Supported skills have 5 to 7 cold damage. Okay. Supported skills have 1 to 10 added lightning damage. Lightning can be fun. Supported skills deal 15% less projectile damage. Supported skills fire 2 additional projectiles. Supported skills deal 20% more chaos damage and deal no elemental damage. I feel like no elemental damage would be like a double-edged sword. Throw up 2 additional traps. I don't have traps, I don't care about that. Morning. Hello, Miss Cheshire. How are you today? Let's see, what do I want here? This applies to everything for supported skills. But the no elemental damage, I don't know if I like that. I'm awake. Are you though? Well, good morning, lovely. Nice to see you. Let's see. Supported skills have... I think I want the added cold damage. It doesn't apply to the flame wall, but it applies to everything else. Now the question is, where am I going to dump it? Wait, this is a support skill, so I want to combo that with... I don't... So maybe I should do something like this, where I pull something out. What is this? Viper Strike? Pull Viper Strike out, and then put that with a support gem. That's probably how I'm supposed to do that. I need to get practice at actually using the mechanics in the proper fashion. Ooh, this one-handed sword's nice, but it has strength sockets. Otherwise, I would wear this. That's unfortunate.
What little help I can offer.
Fantastic reasoning. Clap. Hopefully that's not facetious. I feel like I did that properly.
There's a fine line between man and
Kill
monster.
Brutus.
Brutus, the warden of Axiom Prison. He crossed that line long ago. A big lad, and as you know from Hillock, big lads are slow. Hit and run. That's the way to cut them down to size. Unless there's thaumaturgy involved. Then forget the hitting bit. Just run.
Moss, have you talked to this guy about Brutus yet? Back in town?
No, I'm still in the dungeon.
You need to come talk to Tarkley. Well, maybe you have it now. The Caged Brute, do you have that as a quest option?
Farewell.
I do, yes.
Okay, so that must be like the dungeon boss or some kind of equivalence. It'd be kind of cool if Brutus was similar to the Butcher from Diablo. That'd be fun.
very weird definition of fun.
Hello?
I swear to God, these resplendent diabolists are pissing me off.
Do you need a minute to wake up?
I've had 15, I'm fine.
Okay. Do I need to find a place to wrap up here?
That is entirely up to you.
Well, I didn't know how ready you were to participate in activities.
Depends on the activity.
Are you ready to socialize and stuff?
Fuck no, I'm never ready to socialize and stuff.
Okay, well, you're awake. I told Moss that I had plans with you, so we'll finish this dungeon here, and then I'll see about finding the stopping point.
Yeah.
Or I can just go to the waypoint. I'm at the waypoint now. Go back to town. Continue later.
Okay, you do that. I was trying to catch up to you, and now you run away. Moss keeps running around in front of me.
No, I don't run away. I'll run towards you. Your choice.
No, you can go to town. That's fine. I was at town, and you like progressed the dungeon, and I tried to catch up, and then you run back to town.
Oh, see, here we are. We are together now. You make a choice. You just let me know. I'll keep slaying things.
If you need to go back to town, go back to town.
Nope. I haven't picked anything up.
Is
Left it
that
all
your
for you.
AoE green ring thing?
I hate those resplendent
No,
these things.
that's the
Whatever
enemy
these things are.
doing it. Oh, this is a unique. I was like, why is this thing not dying yet?
Yeah, he keeps running away and like respawning the enemies. He's a coward. Fury stride.
Alright, well, I've got his shield down. Oh, I got him to engage with me. Burn! Sucker! Wow, you're tanky as hell.
But he
I
keeps
probably-
healing himself too.
I probably need to get some new weapons, honestly. Here, I'll just teleport on the other side of you. How about that? Go down!
Almost down.
There we go, got him.
Alright, that area is clear.
Do you want that shield?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Basic step was about quest rewards. I really need it. Support skills are important. The new players tend to place them by themselves and not support anything. Well, right, which kind of defeats the purpose of supporting if you can't support, right? Yeah, I saw the chain mechanic early on. I just didn't understand that that's what it was doing. I just thought it was like, oh, two like this together somehow maybe buffs it. But now I understand that it's because there was a support skill linked. The skill gem mechanic in this kind of reminds me of like the materia system in Final Fantasy VII. Which this is the square, or no, never mind. Wrong game. Did you need to go back to town? Or right here by the waypoint?
No, there's no need. I don't have I'm not anywhere near having full, so it's up
Okay.
to you if you want to continue here
Yeah, let's
or
just go.
back to town and end it.
Yeah, we can just continue. I'll
Okay.
try to finish this up so I can spend time with Cheshire. Gee. The poor mana potion haven't been used once. Nope. I just been waiting for my mana to regen by itself. Mana potion, what's that?
That's only for emergencies.
Honestly, I just
Actually,
forget I even have it.
They do regen on their own. It's not like we're picking them up.
Right, but they see me have an empty blue bar and they're like, "You have a mana flask. Use it."
I don't. I forget that I don't have to pick them up. I guess that's a thing, right? We're not picking up potions or anything like that for mana or health. That just regens on its own, right?
Well, but you can use the life flasks that have multiple uses to help adjust that. There's a bronze monograph over here. Do you want to be over here when I click this?
Bronze monograph.
Oh, I guess it's a
In the course
story
of the goddess,
element.
every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might
You know, you
be
can
shackled
continue
by the
it, and
tribulation
then
of
the
the
audio will
past.
continue going, and you can walk around.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed
I just like
worthy
having
of
the
redemption.
text on screen.
In the court of
Since
the
I'm
goddess,
streaming.
every man and woman is deemed worthy
Oh,
of
the audio
redemption.
doesn't come through.
It does.
Though
I just
you
like
might
to be able for people to
shackled
read
by
it.
the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory.
So when I'm streaming, it's an accessibility option for me for people who are watching that maybe they can't hear the audio properly or something, or maybe they just like to be able to read while the audio is going. I don't know. It's just something I try
good
to
practice.
have consideration for. There's a locked door over here with traps in front of it. Oh, there's a lever. Oh, do you want to come do this mechanic? You keep running off. Why do you keep running the opposite direction that we're in?
Because wherever you go, I go the other way.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that.
Because I'm fleshing out the map, and there's little.
Okay, but then I still have to go over there to flesh out the
areas.
map. Like that, you're being
not-
counterproductive.
It's not easy to let.
All right,
the
fine.
map
I'll just run without
be
you.
not
Just do these game
painted.
mechanics that have no bearing on what might be part of this game. Oh, am I gonna have to run into the spikes? Oh no, there's like a place to get off to the side here. Puzzle solving and Path of Exile. These trials are very important. You guys should do them every time you see them. Oh, is this like a trial thing? This like puzzle thing? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the dungeon? You know what? Burn! Hey, he's a Diabolist! Oh! Oh, Moss, there's a big old scary skull icon, dude. Oh my god, that hurt!
That hurt a lot.
Yeah, don't
okay.
don't do that. That's not good. That didn't that no, that bad. That really bad. Yes, the trap gauntlets are called Trials of Ascendancy. They are very important. Okay. That's good to know, I suppose. I feel like I'm playing Enshrouded right now. Don't die, Moss. Ow. Oh, I have Blink. What am I doing? I can just
need a
teleport
moment to
past it.
catch my breath.
Oh, we got a unique Skelly. Burn, sucker. Alright, which one do you want?
You can take the superior.
Can you use those gauntlets? That might be an upgrade for me.
Gauntlets, unidentified armor 8.
If you drop it, I'll identify it to see if it increases its armor for me. Adds 1 to 5 lightning per attack. I mean, that sounds kind of nice. See what the circle looks like. 13. That only has an evasion rating. plus 11 maximum. Ooh, that has life regen. But then I... Okay, I can put this on my shoes.
Trial of Ascendancy.
This doesn't have any, like, armor to it.
But if it's got good evasion, maybe you don't.
Belief is the strongest metal.
Portal
of
has
them
opened
all.
up.
Belief is something something. Good game. Make sure you both click the plaque. Always good idea to click something with a big skull on it. Yes. Not totally foreshadowing your death. Wonder if those items are. I can't identify them right. I could. Man, if only I could wear this and just not know what it does until I choose to find out what it does. And
So
exit
the
appear
trial-
once you click on it. Both of you click. Yeah, you did that.
Trial plaque says the prison act 1 is completed, and then what, we exit through here?
It's yeah, sure. Let's go portal. Oh, it just teleports back to the spikes, so we don't have to do it. So that's nice. It says solve the trial of vicinity. Didn't we not just do that?
Yeah, I guess not spec.
See, now I have to go through all this because I don't know what you've explored or what you haven't explored. I still have to fill out the map anyways. I was like, why can't they go through here? A door in the way. Chest here. Do you want a scroll of wisdom so you can identify something?
Yay, I'm smart.
The completed quest state is just telling you that there will be more, but not for a while. Okay. Yeah, I would have probably surmised that if we went through and finished the dungeon and it still said that. Be like, huh. Okay. Guess that's just one.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Oh, nice! You get a new skill loss? Or no, that was because of the firewall. Do you see all your flaming arrows going all over the place?
Yeah, let me know when you're gonna do one. I have multiple arrows that I can shoot, and they're all flames.
Oh, nice. Or if you want me to do it, you could always... Oh, here, Moss. Here's a good flame wall, shoot through it option. Choke point. Let 'em burn. This is a good combo. Oh, we got a unique back there. He coming. Lord, he coming. Oh, actually, can we lead him back up this way, Moss? Because there's a bunch of bodies I can detonate on him.
Low on mana.
Yeah, that's very necromancy.
I'm a necro assassin.
Yeah, I just started getting to the point where I've been doing that a lot with necromancer in Diablo 4.
I need more pockets.
I need more pockets. You want the staff? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it if you're full.
I see the exit. Looks like there's some of the dungeon that I didn't get explored. I'm gonna run back 1 second. I'll be back in a second. Okay, there we go. Fiddled that out. Just had a little bit of a hole there. It's funny because Mod's character, the Ranger, doesn't actually really have a lot of intelligence. Kind of fancy. They figured out skill synergy with party already. Hey, that's a good thing, right? New players figuring that stuff out. Oh man, that looks so cool too. I can really see your arrows when I throw up that flame wall. Your mana flask refills as you kill things, so you might as well use it. Yeah, I just forget about it. I just forget it's a thing. And I haven't really been running out of mana as much anymore as when I initially started playing, so I just don't even think about it. All class 2. I really like this game. Assassin class, because it's actually a shadow, slippery, thermitage terrorist. I mean, whatever works, right? I think it's more of a shadowy, slippery, you know, half necro, at least on mine. But got them corpse explosions. Okay, it looks like we are up out of here. Explore the prison and kill Brutus. No, we haven't killed Brutus. Travel to the prisoner's gate. Oh, is this a level? Upper level. Okay, here we go. I didn't realize there was. It is like Diablo, where there's multiple levels to the dungeon. Well, is there like a dungeon waypoint? No, the prison waypoint. Okay. Die, Diabolisk! Can't run from me. It's so nice that we can stand in the firewall and it doesn't hurt us.
It hurt us in 1, but not 2, right?
I don't remember. Okay, where we go, Moss?
The arrow?
I don't have an arrow!
Or just flesh out the map.
There's a lower prison, that's where it came from.
Yeah, we just came from there.
There's a chest. Don't give GGG any ideas about friendly fire. Can I give you guys a rough and really good general advice? I'm good. Moss, do you want any rough or general advice?
Oh, I'm clear with them doing whatever they want. I know you don't want it, but I'm okay with anything.
I'm good. Right now it's just about playing the game. A lot of times, advice I've learned that people give, not always, but generally, if I play the game long enough, a lot of times I pick up on it. Or the game just tells you. Are you having fun, Moss? Now that it's starting to pick up and you get some skills and like we're doing some more stuff quicker.
I may have to go back and look at what we're doing because I don't know what we're driving towards. Like there was.
We gotta kill Brutus.
I don't know what the overall arcing story is. I might have missed that.
Well, we gotta kill Brutus. That's our next MSQ, I believe. That's what we're here for.
What's the story? I don't know what the. Like, I knew I was going after Lilith the entire time. I knew that from the beginning. I don't know what the goal is yet.
Did you want to go talk to Tarloff and listen to the Brutus story then? Is that like what you're talking about?
I am bleeding everywhere.
I am also bleeding everywhere.
It just sounds like somebody pissing in my
The blood fountain has been activated.
Oh, God.
Well, here, I'll do a scroll teleport. We can go back to town. You can talk to Tarloff and then at least hear the Brutus dialogue. I need to sell stuff anyways. Upgrades a Noro item to rare. Oh, Orb of Alchemy. I finally got one of those.
Hello.
Alchemy shard. I'm assuming they're like the scroll fragments that get enough of those and turns into an alchemy thing. Fair enough. So far, the story you've encountered has been help the townspeople. It's slightly less miserable time.
Goodbye.
So Tarley is up here. He's the one. If you click on
Welcome.
him and click on Brutus, he'll tell you about Brutus. Having a few thousand hours in this game, I love seeing new players try out Path of Exile. How has the game been to you so far? Hello! I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Is Zerby? How are you today? I am enjoying my time so far. I'm starting to feel that slight ramp with the skills and abilities to start getting that little bit of the edge of the gravity start getting sucked in. There also is a video on demand of our start if you're interested in going back and looking at that as well. Moss, how has the game been to you so far?
Farewell.
Sorry, I was in with Tarkley's story here. I'll stop that. Like, I took a list yesterday. What were my points yesterday? I take notes as I play. Let me see if I can bring up what I liked yesterday. And it's still, to this day, like, again, my beginning in games like this was in Diablo, so it's Diablo-like, so I'm already a fan. This came out in 2013, where Diablo 3 was 2012, so I think it's already, like, got elements of it that just make it something special in and of itself. Like, again, I don't have... Maybe I missed them.
Farewell.
Maybe there's not cinematics. I don't know. And I'm a very narrative-driven player, so I like the narrative. I like the little role play. But that being aside, like, graphics good. That's an easy one. The passive tree, I'm looking forward to diving in that. That thing blew my mind when I zoomed out. I thought it was just a small little thing. I was like, well, this looks boring. And then you said, no, Moss, zoom out. And my God. I think the storage thing, I don't know, like, what that was all about. Remember how we were talking about you could buy storage? But that's not part of the overall game. So I'm not quite sure how that works for paying for storage.
Talk about stash tabs.
Yeah, I don't like the... What do I not like? This is very, like, pet peevey, but the whole identify scroll thing, we made a funny of it, a parody of it. But if that's all I've got to say that's negative, then yeah, I'm having a good time. Like, it feels really good. And the diversity of enemies, the way they attack you is just really silly, like those guys that roll around on, like, carriage wheels. It's hilarious. I need to know the name of those guys. That's so much fun. Yeah, I think, again, I'm a big fan of Diablo, so I don't know if I will have this replace it, but again, I'm so early into this. I don't, like, Path of Exile 2, I've seen some videos of that, like,
I need more
Jesus.
pockets.
Oh, Path of Exile 2, from the little bit of that I saw, looks like it's going to be insane.
I don't think I have not experienced enough to say, like, oh yeah, this is, like, I don't know, but look at all these guys over here that are just like this is cool to see. I think there's a lot more show-offy stuff. Like, when people really commit to it. I've seen some really amazing stuff here, so, and I'm only scratching the surface. Like, I've opened up a box of matches, and I haven't even lit the first one, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm sure there's quite a lot more to see. I haven't even touched the passive tree.
Take care.
Barely. So yeah, that's a long-winded, yes, I like it.
Let's see. I feel like Path of Exile started as a Diablo-like, but is now defining what ARPG is, and Diablo is copying Path of Exile. I agree. Basically, it copied Diablo. Diablo got bad, and Path of Exile continued it was one of those things like where it was a copy that turned into its own thing, and now it's becoming the defining example of what an RPG standard for an isometric game should be. Like, it is doing all the things that people want. I watched the previous video on demand just for the passive skill tree reaction. I'm glad people are enjoying that, because I can be pretty critical, and I can be pretty analytical, and a lot of people don't share my opinions on things, which is fine, but then they get mad about it. So it's nice to be kind of, I guess I'm just in a better, more suited community or suited area where people can actually appreciate my critique instead of getting offended by it or personally hurt by it for whatever reason. So that makes me happy. The lore is actually really interesting. I think we're still getting to it.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't touched the lore enough, I think, yet. And I think once that starts to happen,
You'll get more invested.
Yeah, I'll fall in love with
Well,
it.
right now our
I just need
overarching thing is just to find a way into Inland Forest. Okay, all right, whenever you're ready, I need you to go through the portal so it doesn't disappear on you when I go through. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
I was going to say if you're still good on time. I know that Cheshire's dropped in.
Yeah, I wanted to try to finish this dungeon real quick. Because we started it, and I didn't realize there was going to be these multiple levels.
Onward!
If there's like another level though, then we'll probably just find a spot to stop, because I don't want to be having her wait too long. Sorry, longer than I would have liked.
Yeah, we can always come back.
Yeah, we'll finish out this level. If there's an upper level to this, then we'll probably just call that a good place to stop. Oh, hi. We got mage skellies. You should complete this, as you need to start from the first level if you come back later. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. How many? So I'm actually asking for an answer to this. How many levels are there? Is it just the 2 levels? Or if it's going to be like 5 levels, then I'm going to have to, because I already have scheduled planned with my romantic partner, so if it's going to take too long, I don't want to be holding that up. Hello, Miguel. How are you today? You will think that there is another level, but there isn't, by the way. Okay, just 2 levels? Okay, cool. Thank you. There's one mini level after this one, but it's just Brutus. Yeah, I don't really count that as a level. That's just, you know, you're getting to the bossy boy. Cool. So yeah, we can finish this out, and then that'll put us at a good stopping point. How the hell do we get over there? Do we go up and around?
Big map. Probably more to the northeast. There's no map filled out there.
Man, I just love seeing your multi-spread.
If I see a firewall, arrows are coming.
It looks so good, and I think I'm starting to get into the, like I said, the edges of the gravity of this game. Playing with another person really, it very drastically changes your gameplay with combo stuff like that in comparison to Diablo. So like, it's already starting to distinguish itself from Diablo in my own perspective already. Like, at first I thought it was kind of slow. It's like, when does this pick up to where everyone, you know, talks and rants and raves about it? Like, I'm starting to feel that ramp. We're on the escalator. We are slowly going up.
Yeah, but that happened for me in Diablo 2, where you'd be freezing people. I know you may be talking about like how combinations work, and I don't know if those exist or not to the degree we're seeing them here.
No, I don't think they do.
Diablo with you, like you would do things that would definitely make the game more entertaining because I'm playing with somebody that's supporting me.
Right.
They both have their goods.
Oh, no, ah! Wow.
Did you die?
Yeah, I was fine, and then I wasn't fine.
Yeah, now that there's 2 of these guys in here resurrecting the skeletons, it's really hard.
I'm working my way back. As soon as I can figure out how to navigate. Is that not? These damn doors that are shut on me that I have to open. Probably going the absolute roundabout way, but that's fine.
I'm bleeding.
No! Don't die, Moss! I'm coming!
Bleeding.
I'm coming! Firewall! Follow the fire! I'm helping! There, I like completely cleared out the area for you.
Just need a moment to catch my
Alright, we need to focus on this one guy and try to get him dead.
Yeah, he's almost dead. Got him.
Alright, cool. That's done.
Good job. I love this firewall. This firewall is so nice. I love me firewall. The meme of the hardest opponent in that Exiles is doors. I can see it. Alright, what do you want out of this?
I've already taken the bow. Swap that out. I don't really need a shark tooth claw.
Ooh, I might actually be able to use that.
I don't need.
I need an
staff.
upgrade for my weapons. Ooh, this looks nice. Okay, yeah, that is an upgrade.
I don't need that.
And it even
These
comes
2
with
I don't need.
nice support chain. Ah,
I don't need that. Okay, so you can have any of those things. Anything that you don't want, I'll just pick up for sale.
okay. I've just been picking up the blue stuff, so until I'm
I
full,
need
basically.
more pockets.
Yep, you can have whatever's left.
Careful. Alright, that's all I need. Leave the rest.
Well, here, I'm gonna go back to town and sell. I'm full. I am at capacity. Is there anything else I want? Ooh, 89, 25 strength. I have an 89 armor chest piece. I think you said you had better, but just to offer before I sell it.
89. What abilities does it have? I have a +6% to lightning resistance.
It is
which really helped me in
unidentified.
that.
I don't know. It won't tell me.
I have identify scrolls if you didn't.
Okay. I mean, I do, but I don't want to waste them. I am sending you a trade request.
Alright.
You can freely spend your essence. There's no reason to hoard them, really. I don't even know what essence is. And don't tell me. I don't even know what you're trying to tell me, but don't tell me.
Hello?
I'm not really... Okay, to be clear, I'm not really hoarding anything. I just don't know... I just don't know what to utilize yet. That's how I play, is I'm gonna keep stuff until I know I don't have to keep stuff. And I just like having this stuff in my inventory, that way if I go to spend something, I just have the currency, but also I can't really stack anything down here anyways, so it's not really hurting me to hold them. I wish it was like Dark and Darker, where there was one more row, so I could put 3 slots underneath and actually fill out my inventory. But since they don't, like, I'm not actually wasting anything. You'll see them eventually. You can also link items in chat to each other. Percent puts the chat in party mode, and then Control-Alt clicking an item puts them in chat. Is that just to see if like someone would want them? Is that what you're saying? Okay, maybe
It allows other people to see the item and all of its stats.
Right. So, puts chat in party mode. So, party mode. Okay, so it just does it automatically. And then Control-Alt clicking. There you go. Do you see that, Moss?
Hold on. I'm in my menu. What am I looking for? Sorry.
In your chat menu.
In the party chat, do you see where I listed the scroll fragment, and then you can mouse over it to see the stats and what it looks like and all that stuff?
Yeah, the party chat fades away.
Oh, well, I just hit
showed-
enter to bring it back up, so you might have a button to bring up chat, I would assume, on the controller.
Yeah, let me see here. Do it again.
It's already listed if you just find the way to bring up the chat. So like if I hit enter, I can see all my chat and it's still there. Yeah, to see if your buddy wants it or needs it. Yeah, it lets you show each other the item instead of having to open a trade window. Oh yes, mouse over with a controller. That chat might not be that great with a controller.
No.
Can you just hit enter on your laptop to be able to do it, or are you just not wanting to?
Enter. Okay, yeah, so it does still work on my computer. And then scroll fragment.
Yeah, so for in the future, if I want to show you a piece of gear or something, you use % to get into party chat, or you can probably just click down on the drop down menu, and then it's Control Alt and then click the item. I don't know how you do that on controller, but you might have to do that on the mouse. Do you want to test the teleport? Left stick plus B to link. Thank you. So apparently it's left stick plus B, or left stick plus start to open chat. So I guess if you click the left stick and then hit start to open chat, does that work for you?
Click left stick and start. Oh, click the left stick.
Yes.
Start. Okay, yeah, that does work.
And then
Yep.
left stick plus B to link. So click the left stick and then B on the item to link into the chat.
Left stick start, and then left stick B.
Yes.
And then I'm selecting the fragment, and then what? Trading with you? Is that what we're trying to do? Is
So
trade?
it's basically if I pick up a gear or you pick up something, instead of having to trade it or drop it, you can just do this, and then I can see the item without having to do a trade window. So I don't know which is faster for you, but this is just a way to be able to view it without actually changing hands.
Well, see, like I bring up mine on controller, and I select the chat box. It highlights Shale 3 scroll fragment,
Okay.
and then it says stack size 4 or 5,
Right.
a stack of 5 fragments. And then I guess I can click on that and then start a trade with you.
Okay, and you?
Like I can hit that right there and waiting for player to accept
Oh.
trade request.
Well, that's nice.
So we don't have to necessarily be.
Right, so what you could do is then when you link an item, then I can see if I want it, and then I can click to trade with you if I do. In theory, it's faster, but since you're in a controller, it might not be. I think that's what the conclusion of that's probably going to be.
No, but the fast pass on the controller was helpful.
Was it?
Somebody put it in the chat, right, to help out?
Yeah,
So whoever
yeah.
said
They actually
to
gave
them.
controller commands. Okay, are you ready to go back in?
Yes. Let me go back down.
Do you want to try this teleport feature?
Oh, where I teleport to you? Okay.
Actually,
Bye.
go in the portal. I'll see if I can teleport to you, and maybe that will keep the portal open.
Okay.
That did not keep the portal open. It also put me at the beginning of the dungeon. Okay, so that's not something that, if we already have a teleport out.
So it
it's probably
teleports
not
you to
the
the
best.
dungeon I'm in, but not right next to me.
Yeah, it teleports you to it teleported me to the entrance of the dungeon.
Okay.
But the teleport's still there, so we can still use it to run back to town or something if we need to. So that's good to know. So we can
Useful.
continue to use the portal if needed.
Okay, so Brutus is.
I think we have to
kill
clear
Brutus.
this out, and then Brutus is going to be his own level. It sounds like. So I don't know if there's going to be a portal or like another stairway or how that's going to work, but that's what it sounded like. If you play the controller, it does also change the GUI into console version. Never tried that. Yes, that is
Yeah,
what it
everything's
sounds
different.
like happened.
So for me, I have my health and mana up to the top left. The health is still a sphere, but the mana is now a bar. And then it just gives me input controls for up, down, left, right on the D-pad. I pull the left-right trigger, to see what other options I have to cycle through different attacks and abilities. Yeah, everything changes. It just looks like I'm playing on console, like I've seen in all my console games. It'd be cool if I could change it on the fly, but I have to go back to the start menu to switch between control inputs.
Alright, what do you want for the loot here? You want the maul or do you want the vest?
I don't need the vest because it's much lower army.
Much lower army?
The rest I don't need. I will take this tribal maul for sale unless you're using maul.
I am not using mauls. I'm using daggers and those like claws, the hand thing with the nails in it.
I don't need special abilities. I just need arrows and your firewall.
Dude, the firewall is so good in this. I love firewalls as it is, and they definitely delivered in this. And to be able to combo them.
Our blood pops, Diablo 4.
No, blood pops are definitely better, but I do like me some firewall.
No, just better, but we're gonna miss the firewall when we stop using it.
I mean, it's a skill gem, so I can just keep upgrading it. Like, it seems like you don't necessarily get rid of stuff like you do in some other games. Like, as long as I just don't unequip it.
Level up.
Alright, you want that quiver?
Yes, I do want the quiver.
Oh, I see another level entrance. Oh, there's a chest that I just ran by. Give me that scroll of wisdom.
I do need. Yeah, I definitely need that.
Damn it!
By this quiver.
There seems to be some kind of loot timeout where like it gives you a chance to pick something up before me and certain things like that. Wisdom. Oh, the Warden's Core. This is probably where Brutus is.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Oh, this is cool.
Are you going in?
This is pretty. They did a really good job with the dungeons. I think I like the dungeons more than the open map we've been in. This is so pretty. Just a headless guy, you know, just casually on the ground.
It moves like a killer, yet reeks of thaumaturgy. Would that I could observe you more closely, my mysterious shadow.
Oh, music picked up.
Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble here shortly.
Nah, we'll be fine with your firewall and my arrows.
Firewall! Or fiery arrow wall? I don't know how to put that together. Alright, I'm gonna listen to this.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lina is dead, his legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lina's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty warden
I like the story, environmental storytelling. I think is pretty good in this. You can change the loot timeout for free for all party settings, so anyone can pick up anything. I prefer that when playing with friends. I might have to investigate that at some point.
Did he say change the loot timeout for free? Do we have to pay for it otherwise?
Maybe it's just free loot, as in like free as in cost. So a lot of times in raid systems and stuff, there's like different types of looting, and free just means like anyone can get it as opposed to a cost, if that makes sense. So like in World of Warcraft and stuff, there's like ninja looting and different. Free just means anyone can grab it. Free as in accessible. It's not locked to anyone for a time limit. So I guess the cost would be the time limit. Oh, Brutus is here! Oh god! Oh, hi!
Where's your wall of fire?
I'm trying not to die! I just got yanked! I'm gonna... Ooh, this is... Oh, this is definitely like the... Okay, so the Diablo 4, right? Put Butcher in Diablo 4 because the Butcher is one of the most iconic, like, bosses, especially in old early games. This is definitely a good evolution of the Butcher. If they did something like this in Diablo 4 for the Butcher would have the same impact and iconic feel as he did originally. Holy crap, this guy is terrifying.
Nah, he doesn't scare me with your wall of fire and my arrows spread. I just need more of your wall of fire.
I'm casting as much as I can.
More walls of fire!
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I have no corpses to explode.
I love dodging just as he swings. He's like, God damn it!
Get over here! Oh, I'm trying to finish him before I die. I'm trying to finish him before. Oh! Oh!
Did you die?
No, but man, that was an experience. Ooh! See that, I know that I'm comparing this to a Butcher in Diablo 1, but like that felt like a great evolution of the concept of the Butcher. That was terrifying. I wasn't expecting to go around a corner and just get yanked. Ah!
I think he was easy. He was just pushover. It wasn't anything.
You know, I think you
spectacular.
were just pushover.
I just had fun with your wall of flames. That's pretty much all
I
did.
really want to use this knife moss, but it's got strength spheres in it. I guess I could just not put strength stuff in it.
Do you want any of this?
That's a support gem. I should be comboing that.
That's what he dropped.
I don't have anything to combo that currently. Do you need the boots? Do you need the boots?
Das Boots.
Do you need the hat?
Let me see. Boots are evasion rating 17, unidentified.
Brutus is tough.
I do not
Classic
need
Brutus
the
jump scare. Ooh, shiny.
I do not need the boots.
Okay, I will take the boots and see. Oh, these may not be better.
I would like the iron circlet though, but
They
it
are
is
better.
legendary. I wish we could have like a random roll. Is like if we both wanted something, we could roll for it.
Well, circlet is going to be more geared to my class, but if you feel like you need it or want it, I'll let
No,
you
I'm
have
just
it.
gonna use it. I'm just gonna sell it.
Okay, well then I'm taking it.
Fine. I'll take everything else then.
It won't
If
let
you
me
don't
take
need
it. It's probably locked to you for the loot settings. All right, how do we do loot settings?
What do you mean? I don't have it. You talking about? What do you mean?
It won't let me pick it up because of the free loot thing we were talking about. It won't let me pick it up because it's like
Do I
it's
trade
like
it to you
locked to
then?
you. No, I just need to find how to change the loot party system settings. Trade, hideout, ignore, report. Okay, I'm asking how to actually change the loot settings so I can pick that up. Moss Ninja looted the unique item. Was that the first unique item drop? Yes. Not Brutus loot, by the way. Yes, it was that is the first unique. You can pick it up and drop it. Party screen is S. Okay. So like an options button. Current party. Public parties. Friends Guild. If you want to see the Path of Exile 2 version of the Butcher, look up footage of the Executioner. Nope, I want to save it. I want to experience just like that. I want to know nothing. Options game default item allocation. Default item allocation. Free for all. There we go. Sweet. Thank you. I still cannot pick this up. Is it like bound to Moss now because he picked it up first? Bottom of the screen on the party tab. Ah, okay, short allocation. I don't seem to be able to change this. Do I have to like remake the party? But you need to change it from the current party. How do I do that? It's just default for future. Have Moss trade you the item. Okay, Moss, apparently I fixed the settings potentially for the next time we do this, but I guess you need to trade it to me for now. There's no item binding, but I guess you need to trade it for now.
Okay, I've never initiated trade. What's that process?
I just right click on you and hit trade.
Oh, okay.
On your portrait, I go right click trade. It has to be the party leader to change currently Moss. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. That sounds...
I cannot trade currency or unique items to other players until you have reached level 25 on at least one character on your account.
Really?
I will hold on to this until I am leveled... I don't even know what level I am. Character. I am currently level... That's still a good question. I don't even know what level I am.
On my screen, underneath your portrait in the top left on the character screen, it says your level. So I'm level 13.
No. I am 22... Alright, sorry.
Yeah,
12.
just use that milk in the fridge. Lots of.
12 levels away until I can trade you this. By that time, it's probably...
Yeah, it'll probably be irrelevant. So if you want to sell it, just go ahead and sell it. I'm going to go...
Royalty then?
I'm going to pick up a couple things until I fill up my inventory. You can have the rest. Okay, there you go. You can have the rest. So we need to find the exit from the prison and travel to the prisoner's gate.
There's some stuff right here if you want.
I am going to listen to this real quick.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
Alright, so I guess we're going in the Warden's chamber. You could just disband the party and then drop on the floor. Do you want to try that, Moss? Here, let's disband, leave current party, then see if you can drop it on the floor and see if I can drop it or pick it up.
So drop it first, then disband, or disband, then drop?
Disband and then drop.
Okay.
Also, hello, me, them. How are you today? Have Moss change the party settings both in the party options and the game options. Alright, anti-bot protection. Try to have Moss change the party allocation to drop it on the ground. Oh no, the anti-skimming system. I love the voice actor. A lot of this stuff is good in this game. Meaning piety is when the story begins. I don't think you can avoid the trade prevention. Can you drop the circlet?
Okay, I can drop it, and then I'll have to learn how to disband party.
Well, I already left, so nope, I still can't pick it up. So you're good. You can go ahead and just sell it. It's fine. And then I will re-invite you to party.
It really doesn't want you to have that item, does it?
It's to protect the game from botters to farming uniques and stuff, and then, you know, selling them for real money or whatever. So yeah. I understand. It's just a pain in the ass that, you know, we're playing the game legitimately and we're having issues. It said once we get to level 25, when we have a character to 25 at any point, then we can trade it, no problem. So we just haven't gotten to that point yet. And that's a fair system. We're just not far along enough for it.
Yeah. What yet? Jesus.
I honestly don't even know that the system was in the game. Well, after you get to level 25, you wouldn't see it, apparently. At least admire the stats of it. I can't even see the stats of it. All right, I'm going to listen to this.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eye's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, You have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flash and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and you'll...
Okay, well, something about a gem, and we gotta do the stuff really fast. Prisoner's Gate. Lisa Meyer, the stats of it. Unique items often have unique stats that can't otherwise get. Moss, sounds like you might need to just wear this early.
Waypoint.
Have him identify it. Okay, this will be a good place to look to stop then. Let's go ahead and waypoint back to home. Have him identify it, link in the chat so you can mire it. We'll mire it together. It sounds like you might want to identify it and wear it if it's got like unique stats and stuff. Moss.
Is traveling to our hideout taking us back to Lion's Eye Watch?
Yes. So we need to talk to Taylor for the reward.
No, I think the hideout different than that.
Do what?
I think the hideout is like there's a travel to hideout button. I don't think that takes us back to the...
I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like a guild house or something. Or... Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one.
Shane Moss can't identify what the item is. Is it a ring? Is it a quiver? We'll never know yet. The whole you can't use an item unless you identify the first argument is just insane. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, just to recap what we did on the last stream, it's just like, at least you should be able to put it on. You'll know its basics, but you won't know its specialties until you identify it. But you can still know that, oh my gosh, it's a hat. It must go on my head. You may not know what it's doing for you. You may learn, like, oh my gosh, it lets me shoot a fireball out, but you won't really know at what percentages until you identify it. That would have been a better way for both Diablo and this one. But again, we're picking up more scrolls, so it's really not a thing. Too big of a thing.
Trying to figure out which potion is better here.
All right, so this Wreath of Precia, if I'm saying that correctly, Iron Circlet. Level 8, which we are beyond. It has no attribute requirements. It increases and reductions to light radius also apply to area of effect at 50% of their value. Increases and reductions to light radius also apply to damage. 19% increased light radius. Deal no chaos damage.
We are blessed.
With the flavor text, the light drove the darkness from our lands and from our hearts. Okay. Now we know.
Alright, I'm going to talk to Tarkley real quick.
The warden's free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you'd better have one of these. For luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know.
Oh, more skill stuff? Ah! I'm gonna get so many skills, I ain't gonna know what to do with them. Oh, these are aura skills. Oh, that would be good. You and nearby allies regenerate 2.9 mana per second. I definitely probably could use that. You and nearby allies gain 20% increased critical strike chance. You and nearby allies gain plus 93 to accuracy rating. That's actually probably what I'm gonna get. Oh, Flame Dash? Teleport to a location, damaging enemies and leaving a trail of burning on the ground. Shares a cooldown with other blink skills. Oh, that sounds really cool, but I already have a blink skill and I'm probably gonna go with this aura. Dive through enemies. Oh, actually, once you should make a guild. You can get 4 more stash tabs shared between guild members. Oh, okay. we'll definitely be looking out for that then. That's also in the social pin. Is that something we can make now, or do we have to? Is that something later in the game? Dive through enemies, dealing damage, weapon damage, and if dual wielding, attacks with both weapons, dealing damage of both one hit. Only works with daggers, claws, and one-handed swords. Cannot be supported by multi-strike. I think I want the aura. There was a mine, don't care about the mine. Grants elusive and a buff that grants phasing. While you have this buff, monsters that enter the area around you will be withered. Using this, a skill or losing elusive buff ends the skill's effect. Shares a cooldown with other blink skills. Fires a projectile that pierces through enemies. Throws a trap. Nope. Aura. Give me the aura. Alright, now where can I put this?
This character over by the stash right now is pretty legit.
Are they?
That looks really fucking cool. It's almost got like stained glass wherever it walks.
Oh, that sounds cool. I love stained glass. Oh, that is pretty. That is really pretty. I don't know if it's a requirement. I've had my guild for 10 years. You can buy the gems, you don't have to choose later. That's fine. I'm not to the point where I'm picky. I'm just kind of getting what I'm given, and then I'll worry about customization and builds and stuff later. I'm just playing for fun, seeing what I like, what I don't like at this point. I gotta see what I don't like to see what I want. The unique helmet basically converts your light radius into increased AoE and damage. It's a rather powerful effect if you have light radius. Well, Moss, you might have to look into some light radius stuff to combine with that helm. I do have an aura that's instant, and then when I cast it, it grants me and you, so nearby allies, gain plus 93 accuracy rating. You and nearby enemies gain 20% increased critical strike chance, which I believe we both can use.
This is the time where I wish I was using my mouse and keyboard, because I can zoom in on the art.
Oh yeah.
On a controller, I'm locked at one distance from the character.
I can do that. It's pretty cool.
I don't know. It might be a fast path, like hold in, button, push.
Maybe.
I might have to figure that out, because there's been some things that I've wanted to look at closer, and I just can't zoom in.
Yes, definitely appreciative that we can zoom in and out. But yeah, you should press S and go to guild and see if it lets you make one. Sure. Let's to create a guild, enter a name in the box above. What would what do you want the guild name to be, Moss?
What do I want the guild name? You're giving me the honor of naming the guild?
Maybe. We have to agree on the name. I mean, you don't just get to name it whatever the hell you want.
I thought it was going to be the first thing I said.
Yeah, you think I'm going to let you do that? Absolutely not.
Wow.
That's right, putting you on the spot.
I would say Everton. I usually name most of my guilds and groups Everton in games. But again, that's personal to me. You don't have to do that.
I mean, I'm fine with that, unless there's something else you want.
Yeah, that's not so epic though. That's more or less just for my
well
solo.
then what do you want?
Oh man, can we wait on that?
Yeah, we can wait on that. All right, so next stream, guild name. Yeah, it's the cliffhanger for this stream. Next time on streaming, guild name. All right, well, it looks like this is going to be where I'm going to end. I'm going to go spend time with my wonderful romantic partner. What, Moss? You said wait.
Oh, am I the romantic partner now? Sweet. Oh, you said I'm going to go spend time with my partner.
Do you want to be the romantic partner?
You said my name. Aw, thanks.
I didn't say Moss.
No, I don't. I have.
It's a trap.
Nothing
Run.
left to say. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
No, I'm good. That's good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. Well, I appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, I actually really appreciate everyone coming in and talking and hanging out. makes
that was cool.
Streaming and playing this game, it gives me more motivation. It gives it more interest. Makes the stream more interesting if people go watch it on the video on demand. Creates more questions and conversations. So really enjoy it. I did not expect to have this much interaction and traction, especially since I moved off Twitch. I definitely got to the point where I was pulling 20 or so people coming in every time, but Twitch has better functionality and stuff for streams. So really great hanging out with everyone. Appreciate you. Wednesday, Moss, is that when you're planning on trying to play this again?
Yeah, I can do Wednesday. But I mean, if you got time tomorrow, maybe I'll find time tomorrow.
I will be available tomorrow unless Cheshire wants to do something. That would be the only thing that would conflict with that. Also, speaking of Cheshire, I do plan on playing Path of Exile with Cheshire. Cheshire has not played it. She has not played Diablo 1 or Diablo 2, so that might be fun to hear her takes and opinions on them as well. If that's something you would be interested in as well, I will make sure, at least in the first stream, to put her name in it so we know that it is a different playthrough than other with me and Moss, because I will start a new character to play with her as well. So that is, if that's something you're interested in, be on the lookout for that as well. But I hope everyone has a good day and or night. Plan on Wednesday for this, unless me and Cheshire play tonight or something, and maybe tomorrow. So, bye. You guys are fun? Well, I appreciate it. I try to be somewhat entertaining.
I don't. I just troll.
Troll.